What's going on, guys? Hayden here, and today working on the RX7 again. I was working on it on Saturday and ran into issues because I needed some fittings and the place where I needed to buy fittings was closed. But I did get it all figured out today. Today's Monday. I'm really excited about this. I did get some of the fuel pump stuff figured out, and so it's kind of dark, but this is my Metigulous 750. Obviously, you're gonna be running this single Metigulous 750 right now. This is my inline filter. I had to do some custom fab on this thing and weld a ORB fitting to my fuel filter adapter thing. And so it works good, but really simple. It does have just two -8s that feed the pump. Should work fine. Should be plenty of line for that pump. I did get this fill neck added to it, so that's on it. It's all good to go. I am gonna go ahead and I still have to clean it out and get all the metal shavings out of it and whatnot. I have somewhat cleaned it out, but I want to put it on the car and run the feed line for it and try and get the feed and return line done today. So works really good. Obviously got the sump on it. This is like version 2. I had to chop, for some reason I'm a dip and I put the fittings way too wide until these lines are all kinked. So I fixed that and got it all good to go. Really happy with it. Should be able to go back in now and then do all the lines, take it back out just to clean it out, and then all the fuel system will be done. I'll be ordering injectors today. Also, before I get started, I want to show you guys this shirt. Give me just a second. My sister's friend in Iowa made this t-shirt for me. It's actually a pretty cool design. If you guys don't understand the reference, you should go check out my Instagram. I made this funny little meme thing, but these are gonna be some shirts I've been thinking of offering. Basically just gonna do like a little pre-order on them, and however many buy will be the ones that we make. So yeah, not gonna be like a unlimited supply on them. Just gonna do a pre-order for about a week, and then if you order them, you get the t-shirt. If not, I mean, we may do some later again, depending on how many people want them, but probably not. Just thought it was like a cool t-shirt design for me, Wyatt, and Carlos when we go to the track. Just a funny little t-shirt. But anyways, let me know down below what you guys think. You guys like that dad bod shirt? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this fuel cell installed and get to cranking out these fuel line fittings. Obviously, it's gonna be really hard to see under here, but right off the pump, it 90s up and over along the chassis here. So I'm just basically gonna run the fuel lines with these little things. This is where the old fuel lines used to bolt to, actually. There's my inline filter. Obviously the fuel line just runs up. I will tie this up a little bit better. It goes all the way over up into here. What a nightmare trying to show this. So fuel system wise right here up to the top. Super simple. Obviously that'll all get tied up. And then since I do have this weird eBay intake manifold, these fuel rails that came with it have these weird fittings in them. They're like a weird 1/2-inch pipe thread. So instead I have these fittings here. I'm just gonna go ahead and weld them to the rails. I don't plan on this -8. It'll always Y up to 2 -8s up here. Even if I change the main feed in the back to a -10, it'll always go right here like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and just mark these here, weld them up, and those will be good there, and they'll stay there. This side just has a straight fitting on it, obviously. And then I have been messing with, dude, it looks so ugly, but oh, I'm curious to see what these turbos do. If these turbos do good, then I'll make some manifolds for this and get everything to fit back under the hood. But for now, it's gonna stay like this. However, I did mount this, it's for the regulator right here. I'll show you guys pictures of that all done up. I'm basically just trying to get from the rails to the regulator, and then from the regulator all the way back to the tank. Going from the regulator all the way to the fuel cell, super easy. No filters, no nothing need to go in it. Just run in a straight line all the way to the back with the feed line. So it's super simple. Basically have the fuel system all done up on it. Injectors, I just ordered those. I got some Snake Eater 1500cc injectors. Those will be plenty for anything I'm ever gonna need. I honestly be surprised if this thing ever makes over 1,000. So I got those ordered, and other than that, the fuel system will be done once I run the return lines. Right now I'm gonna go ahead and go get some lunch and then come back and figure out what the hell else I need to do. I still need to play around with the wiring, make sure all the wiring's good. I need to remount the battery. Yeah, got a whole bunch of stuff to do, but pretty happy with the progress so far today. We'll go get some food and come back and get to work. Now that I've got these fittings welded onto the rails here on both sides, I ended up welding this side too, just because the fittings looked ugly as shit. I did get the regulator mounted up, super simple. So my plan here is to run this line up and over to here, because this one's gonna 90 out. This line's super simple, just from right here under to this side with a 90 that comes off. And then the return out of the regulator will go all the way down and around and towards where the feed line is. I'm just gonna secure it up with the feed line. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on these lines. I did get the return line ran all the way up to the top side of the fuel cell. That's where the fitting is. I was going to secure up all the lines. You can see them kind of dangling, but I actually am not going to secure them up and zip tie them and everything in their final spots until I test everything and prime it, because I would hate to, I mean, it's just, there's no point, because if it does leak, I got to take it back off. So I'm going to go ahead and actually take off all these fittings, actually just take off the one in the rear and then remove the fuel cell. And I'm actually going to fill it up with water, and gonna fill it up with water and try and rinse it out the best that I can, because I did drill new holes in it for the return and for the two feed lines. So trying to get all the majority of the metal out. I will probably only put a little bit of fuel in it at first and then prime the whole system. After that, I will just drain it into a gas can, and then after that I will check all the filters, make sure that nothing went through them or is stuck in them, and then just go ahead and fill it up. But yep, gonna take the fuel cell out and then rinse it off. So we got a little distracted today. We finally fixed Carlos's Integra.
About time, man.
His problem child.
Yes.
Did all kinds of things. Replaced the alternator on it. Replaced the battery. Added extra grounds to it, and then found out that the main power that comes off the alternator, the wire was messed up somewhere, so we added a wire from the output on the alternator to the battery. So now it runs straight to it, and now it's good.
So now it's good to stay here parked for like another month.
Hard parked?
Yeah, hard parked.
It's all right.
Garage queen, bro.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
We gotta make a video on it now though. Now that it's done, we can make a video.
I'll finally take Hayden for a ride. He's been asking for a ride for like 2 years now. No, a year?
Dude, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
It's been at least a year, so
Yeah.
a year or two. But
Because you never even rode in it when they made 600, no?
no.
So now it makes.
I've never
close to
rode it at
700.
all when it made power.
Yeah.
Last time I
You rode
drove it, I
when
rode in it.
It's like 350
Yeah, and it ran like shit.
because it had a blown head gasket.
Yeah.
It's never wanted to be a race car, but it's going to be a race car now.
Yeah.
You behave now.
I mean, it already made like 690 and then turned it down to like 650.
Yeah, we turned it
Yeah.
down. Just because it was at that threshold where,
The duty cycle was all high.
yeah. And he was concerned with whether it was too hot out or something. It
Yeah,
would mess with it. So, turned it down a little bit.
it's sick, but yeah. We gonna get out of here.
All right. Yeah, it's late, dude. I
Yes.
feel like you're always here late.
Yeah. Yep. But that's as far as I got on the fuel system today. I guess once the injectors come, I'll make a video on that. But I will see if about making a video tomorrow too. But thank you for watching, and until
Buy
next
some
time,
shirts.
bye.